What's up y'all and welcome to another video in our series of Inazuma 11 Victory Road deep dives. Today we are having a look at competition mode. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. As you can see here, we've got the match system. Enjoy matches your own favourite way and freestyle play. And we've got a bunch of stuff here to have a look at. We've got real skills, which is this new thing they've just announced, where you can execute authentic football techniques with commands. So as we can see here, it's kind of similar to Hizatsu's, but it's like a alternative. It's more realistic football stuff. They don't really go into too much detail there. I mean, let's have another look. It looks like, I mean, wait, come on, no, get out of here, Eternal Blizzard. Get out of here. What we want, yeah, so it seems like as well as doing Hizatsu's, you have the option to use these real skills. I assume they'll cost a bit of tension, but not as much. I assume that's the pro to them. But it's cool. They're like rainbow flicks. What did we have here? We had like a little, ooh, through the legs. See, it's sick. It's become Neymar, basically. Then we've got focus battles. We know about focus battles. We know about the attacking zone, the defending zone. These aren't new. Scrambles aren't new. Tension, keeper power, shot chain, shot block, long shot tactics. We know about all these. Obviously, real skills is a new thing. I don't know why. I assume real skills just gives you a bit more stuff to do when you don't have enough tension to use a Hizatsu. You can pull off a real skill. I'm not too sure. Well, I think that's one where I'll need to kind of give it a go to know exactly what's going on. Anyway, let's have a look at playstyle. Whether you prefer the intuitive controls of manual mode or the strategic approach of commander mode, there's a playstyle for everyone. Commander mode allows anyone to casually enjoy matches while seeing their commands play out. Find your ideal style, jump into the action, and unleash jaw-dropping special moves to unleash victory. So yeah, commander mode is basically where you let the AI control the players whilst you choose the different strategies and actions for them to do. So you can assign roles to your characters. So you can say, Axel, you are my attacker. Be aggressive or use special moves, that kind of stuff. And they will follow that. It looks all right. It looks like a way of, if you're not very good at the game, for letting you still enjoy it, which is what you want, don't you? Every hyper power up from the series. This is the crazy thing. Everything is here. Everyone is here. Fighting Spirit is back. Armify is back. Miximax is back. Totems, sure, they're back. Bond, Transform, and Awakening, though, are our new ones. Let's have a little look at what Hino has to say about those. With Bond Transform, a character can copy another's ability and appearance. Which, I mean, that's not a lot, I'll be honest. That's not a lot to go off. I think what it's going... Okay, so this is my completely speculative guess. My prediction for what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a case of you can use these bonds between players. I think you're going to be able to unlock bonds between players, maybe. Or it'll just be a case of going, this player can do this. You pick a player, and they can, for a moment, like for a certain period, can transform into that player and use some of their skills. So it's kind of like Miximax, but I assume it's going to be a bit more there. Does that make sense? I wonder if it's going to be Chrono Stones or Galaxy Miximax. It looks like it's Chrono Stones type Miximax. Anyway. But I assume it's going to be kind of that, but maybe they kind of copy this exactly that player. They basically transform into that player for a small period of time. It's a way of, my guess is it's a way of letting you use basically more than 11 players, or I guess 16 players in a match. You can now have basically a whole second team that you can temporarily transform into, is my guess. Don't take that for definite. That's just speculation. I don't know what this is. I don't have a clue. Awakening. Hino says here there's no visual change, but a character's latent potential is unleashed as never before. Who knows? I have a guess, though. My guess is, obviously the original games had a thing called Fired Up, where you could hold down L and R, and temporarily you would have a boost. You would use less TP on your Hizatsus, and you would be stronger, generally. My guess is this is a new way of doing Fired Up, where every player can individually fire up, can awaken, and their Hizatsus will cost less tension, and they will be stronger. That is my genuine guess. It makes sense to me because they're saying they want to bring everything back, and obviously they haven't brought back Fired Up. So this might be their way of bringing back Fired Up. As you can see, there's fire in the background. Again, we're going off of crumbs here for this one. But sure, my guess is it's going to be Fired Up. Maybe. I've seen some people, I think the Brasm, and suggested that this might be a way of bringing back alter egos. You awaken and you unleash your alter ego. I can't really see that. I think I like my fired up theory slightly more. I think it suits what they're going for. I think alter egos, I think it'll just be a case of, it'll just be a different character. I don't think we're ever getting the Scotty Banyan alter ego back. I don't know why that existed in the first place. I don't think we're ever getting the Scotty Banyan alter ego. Rest in peace. Team/training. Rarity upgrade. The higher a character's rarity, the stronger they become. You'll need spirits to upgrade a character's rarity, which can be earned by playing matches. We know about this. We did this. We did that. Team passives are sets unique to each character. We know this. Abby Learn. I hate this word. Abby Learn board. Short for ability learning board. Unlocking a character's skill tree allows you to determine their path of progression. So I guess you can unlock different stats, passives, etc. for these characters, which is cool. It makes every character more unique, and it makes every version of that character more unique. So we know we get different versions with the spirits. Bond link. Decorate your board with character cards and photos to strengthen their teamwork. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work. I don't know if this is like a Persona social link type thing, or if this is a Yakuza drink link type thing, whatever that was called. Or if this is just going to be a bit more of a standard skill tree. I don't know what kind of boost you're going to get from this, but I assume it's going to be... Maybe it's like a FIFA chemistry thing. And if you do the bond link, or what was it called here? Bond link. If you do the bond link, then your players can develop like bonds with each other, and it's like the chemistry, you know what I mean? I'm just looking at the lines, to be honest. And you can have it so that, if your Axel and your Jude have a good bond link, you can put them together. I wonder if every player ever will have bond links, or if only certain players that like actually have links together story-wise, and so you get benefits of doing like a theme team. Like if you play as farm, you have benefits because these are all the farm characters. They all like each other. They have bonds. I don't know. Again, purely speculative there. Enhance your character's equipment. We know that. We know what equipment is. I've been playing Inazuma 11 too long to not know what equipment is. Compete online. Quick and easy multiplayer with BB Battle Bay Stadium. This is Strikers. It's Strikers. You choose your team like you choose your team in Strikers. I assume you unlock your team through... Maybe it's a case of you doing it when you're doing Chronicle mode. You know what I mean? If you beat the team in Chronicle mode, or one of these teams in Chronicle mode, then you unlock them in competition mode. This is cool. This is probably what I'll use like to play against like my girlfriend and stuff, who won't have the time to go make a proper team. I'll play her in BB. The BB Stadium. But it's cool. Well, who have we got here? We've got Raimon, Royal Academy, Zeus, the Alias teams. We've got Raimon 2, Inazuma Japan. It's Strikers. It is Strikers. Love that. Exciting party play now available in 2-player tag mode. I think I have a bit here about tag mode. Yes, Hino talking about tag mode. A mode born out of our efforts to refine the match system. I don't fully understand this. I will be honest with you. It seems... Okay, let's try and break this down. We've got a moment. Let's try and break this down. So from what I can tell, obviously, so the original Inazuma games had this too, and I think Go had it too, where you could team up. And it was more... I think that was more of a case of kind of like FIFA style of teaming up, where you play as... you know what I mean? You're kind of alternating who's playing as who, and you kind of pass from... You can't pass to yourself, really. You pass to the other player. The other player then becomes that character. So, you know what I mean? You're playing co-op. It can be quite infuriating. This seems to be a case of you take turns controlling the team. So say I'm playing with, I don't know, Jim. Let's call him Jim. And Jim is, I'm controlling the team. Jim is doing this. Kind of commander mode type stuff. Where, you know, he's giving me little boosts and whatnot. Whether or not this means that 2-player mode is just going to theoretically be easier, or opponents are going to become harder as a result of 2-player mode, I don't know. Kind of like Dark Souls, where if you summon someone, then the boss becomes harder to balance it for the summoning. I don't know. Or the boss gets more HP or whatever. But it seems like that's kind of the idea here. You know what I mean? And then you can swap, so I think later on 2-player... I don't know. It's right. Was it? Yeah, we can see here. 2-player is now controlling the players, and 1 player, so that would be me in this instance, is doing the command mode type stuff. I'm not too sure, to be honest. This mode looks a little confusing at first glance, but I'm sure, again, it's one of those where it'll make sense the deeper we go into it, and when we actually get a chance to play it. But it looks cool. Look, I'm always down for multiplayer modes. I'm always down for making it easier for people who don't know what they're doing with games to get into games. So, for instance, again, I'm thinking about playing this with my girlfriend. Playing 2-player tag mode that seems quite fun. Oh, it seems like you can only do it in 2 versus 2 matches. So, say if if me and my girlfriend are playing, like, my parents. I don't know why we'd be playing my parents, but there's an option. So, yeah, I guess that's the balance in it, is that both players can be doing this thing, the commander mode type thing. That's the balance. Maybe you'll be able to do it against computers? I assume so. That would be cool. I'd like that. But who knows? Anyway, Victory Road online tournament system. Compete in regular online tournaments with exclusive rare in-game rewards for top players. So we've got, obviously, the qualifiers here. Play freely within a designated period to rack up points and move up the ranks. Okay? And then I assume you've got to be a certain rank then to qualify for the tournament. Good Christ, I'm not going to make it to the tournament. Please. Tournament match progress main round. Log in during the times designated per region to participate in online matches. And then there's like a table that you can climb your way up, the Premier League table. And I assume if you make it to the top 32, then you get to the grand finals. The final tournament held in each region with matches it seems like it's there's going to be different ones for different regions, which is good because that means that certain players will have advantages because of the servers or whatever, which is cool. So yeah, we've got the grand finals. Looks like it's just a pretty standard tournament thing. That's cool. This is me. This trophy, that'll be me. We know that for certain. Tournaments are not just one-offs, but held every 3 months. And to enter a tournament, your team must include at least 5 characters exclusive to that season, which is very cool. Because this is obviously their way of making it so that not everyone's just going to use the meta team. You're going to have to use, for instance, this pirate fella, who I can't remember. Skipper, is that his name? I think that's his name. Which I like. I like that there's going to have to be variety in teams. Whether or not this means that everyone is going to be using very similar teams anyway, just very similar, because it seems like there's only 6 seasonal characters anyway. Oh no, 12 seasonal characters. Okay, so there will be a bit of variety. I'm sure everyone will eventually just use the meta players anyway. I don't think this will stop that, but it's an attempt, and I appreciate attempts. It'll keep the tournaments varied, which I appreciate. And we can actually look at, if we hop back to the main page here, if we look at the post-launch roadmap, if we just give it a moment. Come on, guys. This isn't that difficult. The post-launch roadmap, please. For whatever reason, that actually took ages. We've got the first tournament has already been announced. The Victory Road Beta. I don't know why it's called the Beta Tournament when we just had the Beta. Who knows? Anyway, we've got, this starts obviously on the 16th of November, the kickoff, so that'll be climbing up the ranks and whatnot. And then with the finals, which we've already seen the grand finals, that tournament starts on the 18th of January. By the way, I expect these dates to change. It's level 5. I expect these dates to change, but this is obviously a rough guideline for when this stuff will happen. And like they said, it'll be every 3 months, which is cool. It's very exciting. And you know what I mean? We can kind of see what the winners of tournaments might get. Not that they will get, but for instance, Ishin won the beta tournament, didn't he? And look at him. He's now in the game. I don't think we'll get this. I don't think this is going to be a reward, but it's an example of maybe what a reward could possibly be. I'm not saying it will be. Don't think it will be. But it's cool. It's showing that they are wanting to give players stuff. You know what I mean? Cool stuff. Ishin, this is awesome. This is so unbelievably cool. Anyway, that is everything. I think that's everything to do with competition mode. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I hope you learned something new. I'll see you guys in the next video. But for now, have a good one. Bye!